In the name of the risen Christ, amen.
Amen.
The Gospel of John tells us that after Jesus' resurrection, he appeared to his disciples 4 times. The story we heard today, the story of doubting Thomas, is the 3rd appearance. But it is only here, in the gentle, understanding way, that Jesus responds to Thomas's skepticism, that we hear the assurance that we need. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe. Jesus' first post-resurrection appearance, recorded in John, was to the disciple Mary of Magdala at the empty tomb. His second, we also heard today, his appearance to his gathered disciples. And his third is to Thomas, the twin. Thomas stands for the part of each of us who want proof. Thomas is the original show me guy. Remember Eliza in My Fair Lady? She sings, words, words. I'm so sick of words. There isn't one I haven't heard. Don't talk of stars blazing above. If you're in love, show me. That's Thomas, show me. Since Thomas was a disciple, we have to assume that something in his heart was touched by some words or some evidence that Jesus was the Christ, the Messiah. And despite Jesus' explicit promise, I go to prepare a place for you, still, Thomas is doubtful. And when the other gathered disciples told him of Jesus' appearance to him in the locked room on the evening of the resurrection, Thomas cannot believe. He cannot trust the truth of his own inner call, much less the testimony of anyone else. Thomas had initially opened his heart. He was neither a Pharisee like Nicodemus nor an outsider. He was a genuine disciple, and he longed for belief. John never tells us whether or not Thomas comes to believe in Jesus' resurrection, but we can assume he did because there is a cherished church tradition that Thomas brought the gospel of Christ to India. Which comes first, faith or belief? Faith requires commitment. We committed ourselves to follow Jesus when we were baptized, and we reaffirmed that commitment when we were confirmed. From our decision, the decision to follow, may come belief. Belief comes in action. Those first disciples, including Thomas, had made the decision to follow, to have faith, to trust. We made that promise and commitment too. And today we will renew that commitment. But what about belief? Does that commitment mean we have pushed aside all doubt? Absolutely not. Doubt is faith's true companion. God treasures all of us. Belief, doubt, skepticism, faith, questions. Like Thomas, we are made up of faith and doubt. Our intellect needs the vitality of our emotions, and our vulnerable emotions require guardianship by our intellect. Jesus offered Thomas the proof he required. He offers us a challenge. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe. That's us. The mystery of the resurrection is a gift of grace. We have not seen, but we have decided. Deciding to follow Jesus is what makes us Christians, and that choice changes everything. Once we have made that decision to follow Jesus, we give importance to what is important to him. We care about what he cares about. We treat people as he treated people. We forgive and we forgive again. We especially forgive ourselves again and again. We build up his body, the church, and we plant seeds of hope. We do not give in to despair. And there is another gift waiting for those who still need assurance, for those who, like Thomas, say, "Show me." We are invited to come to the Lord's table, to open our hands, to touch and taste for ourselves. Each time we renew our baptismal vows here at St. Margaret's, we recommit ourselves to follow Jesus. We have not seen, but we are blessed because we have made a commitment to follow Jesus. We are people of the resurrection, and that commitment makes all the difference. Amen. Amen.